Hey everyone, welcome back. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of Klondike Adventures players talking about a method that supposedly gives extra gems and energy. According to the posts I found, it's quick to use, works on both Android and iPhone, and doesn't require anything complicated. Now, I'm always a bit cautious when I see claims like that because a lot of these methods sound great, but never deliver. So I decided to test it myself and see what actually happens. Did my gems and energy change, or was it just another rumor making the rounds in the Klondike Adventures community? Let's find out. Before trying anything, I wanted to check my account so I could compare the results later. After checking everything, I started following the instructions that were being shared online. The first thing I needed was my player ID. You probably know that every account has its own unique ID. I opened the profile section and found mine within a few seconds. Since it's an important part of the process, I made sure to save it before moving on. Nothing unusual here so far. Pretty standard. After that, I opened my browser and checked out the website that people had been recommending. The page looked pretty simple. There weren't a lot of menus or confusing settings to figure out. Everything seemed designed for mobile users, so it was easy to navigate from my phone. I searched for Klondike Adventures, found the page related to the method I was testing, and followed the steps shown there. At that point, I was still curious to see if anything interesting would actually happen. After that, I was asked to enter a few account details. The main thing required was the player ID that I had copied earlier. There was also an option to select the platform I was playing on. Once everything was filled in correctly, I continued to the next screen. The site then displayed a loading animation and started showing various connection messages. It looked like the system was processing something in the background. Of course, whether any of that was actually happening is impossible to know just by looking at the screen. A few moments later, I reached the section where I could choose the amount of resources. There were several different options available. For the purpose of this test, I selected one of the larger amounts because it would be easier to notice if anything changed later. After making the selection, I continued and waited for the process to finish. The loading screen ran for a little while before moving on to the final stage. Before the process could be completed, there was one more requirement. The site asked for a verification step. This seems to be pretty common with sites that make these kinds of claims. I'd already completed this step while preparing to record the video, so I won't be doing it again. I followed the instructions and completed the process. So, let's skip to the most interesting part, the final result, and see what would happen. All right, here's the part everyone's waiting for. Once everything was done, I closed the browser and launched Klondike Adventures again. First thing I did was go straight to my account and check my gems and energy. And surprisingly, the balance had already updated. No waiting, no restarting the game, no extra steps. It was just there right away. Honestly, that was the moment that caught me off guard the most. And that's the complete test. Now, you've seen the full test from beginning to end, so you can make your own opinion about it. If you've ever tried something similar before, let me know your experience in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear whether your results were different. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more mobile gaming hack tests and experiments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.